Hey everyone! Welcome back to my channel. Welcome to Vlogmas Day 24. Wow, I can't believe that this is the 24th video I'm making. That's actually kind of bananas. I've literally never said that word in my life. That's really weird that I would just say that now. But anyway, as you can tell by the title of today's video, it's something a little bit different. And I know since it's Christmas Eve, I really wanted to make something fun and like just fun. I don't know what else to say, like a really good video. But today has been a weird day and I've been doing a lot of reflecting and just a lot of thinking about life. I don't know, I'm not in the mood to film anything else, to be honest. But I didn't want to skip today's video because we're so close to the end. So I wanted to just sit down with you and talk about life, I guess, and just things that I wish that I knew when I was younger. I am planning on filming and uploading like a year reflection slash like my hopes and dreams for 2021 video on the 31st actually, because my regular upload day is Thursday and New Year's Eve happens to be on a Thursday. So that's gonna be for that video, but this is more just reflecting on life in general, I guess. 2020 has been a year that's led me to just think about a lot of things and reflect on my entire life as a whole, really. So I just wanted to make this video for any of you out there that may be younger or anyone that may be going through stuff right now that feel like they've lost their way. I just wanted to talk about things that I wish I knew when I was younger that I hope will help you. So I think the first thing I wanted to talk about is just respect yourself, you know? I wish that I had respected myself more when I was younger. Growing up, like, I was bullied a lot and there was just a lot of bad people in my life, but I put up with it because I didn't want to not have anyone in my life. I didn't want to not have no friends. I didn't want to be a loner, really. So I put up with a lot of bad behavior from a lot of different people, and ultimately that just comes down to, like, I didn't respect myself enough to find better people for myself. That's something that has followed me to this day. Like, I have gone through so many friendships in my life and most of them they just didn't end well, and I think it's because I would let these people be mean to me and disrespect me for so long that one day it would just explode. I just wouldn't be able to take it anymore, or they would do something or say something that would just push me over the edge, and it's not healthy. So if you're in a situation where you feel like, oh, like my friends, they're not treating me the best, they don't really listen to me, they don't really care about how I feel, but at least I have friends. Like, no. Find better friends. Find friends that will listen to how you're feeling. Find friends that respect you for who you are, who respect your interests, who support you and motivate you and inspire you to keep going, and find friends that just make you happy and that you feel like you can really be friends with. I know that I've had some really good friends in my life, but the majority have been really bad. So I just wish that I knew that it's not really worth it. It's not worth hanging on to something just because you're afraid of not having anything. Another thing I wish I had known is that my feelings are valid. Your feelings are valid, alright? They are so valid. And it doesn't matter what people say, it doesn't matter what people think, it doesn't matter how people react. If you're feeling a certain way, it's because you're feeling that way, and by default that makes it valid because you are experiencing those emotions and they're real for you. And I have been friends, again, kind of friends, this is kind of like reflecting on friendships in my life, I guess, but without going into detail, I've had a lot of friends growing up in high school, university friends that just didn't really care how I felt, and so I would bring things up and they would just tell me that I was overreacting, that I was being dramatic, that I was taking it the wrong way, that I was overthinking it. And that is not how friends should respond to you when you tell them that you're feeling sad, or when you tell them that something they did or something that happened in your life is bothering you. They shouldn't just tell you, get over it, you're being dramatic. They shouldn't just tell you, you'll be fine. Like, that's not what a friend does. A friend should support you. They should try to help make you feel better. They should work with you to find solutions on how to make it better. And they should validate and recognize and try to understand your feelings. Because if you're friends with someone that doesn't care about how you feel, then that means that they won't care if they hurt you or if they make you upset, because they don't care how you feel. And I feel like over the years I've had a lot of friends that were really surface level friends, that we would just hang out because we were school friends, because we had the same classes, because we lived in the same hallway. Like, they were very surface level friendships, where once I took a step back and actually looked at the friendship, I realized that I didn't even really like these people. They were kind of just there for me to hang out with, and I was there for them to hang out with, but it wasn't like a profound friendship. And I'm the type of person that needs deep conversations. I really like talking about life and discussing big ideas and discovering the world together, things like that, exploring new ideas, new foods, new places. And so another thing I think I wish I knew is surface level friendships aren't worth it in the end. Like, you're not gonna stay happy. If you are at first, you're not gonna stay happy, and things are bound to get bad, because if it's just surface level, there's not that actual care for each other. And it's almost like you're just using each other to hang out and to have someone to hang out with. So I feel like that's just really not worth it. Another thing I wish that I knew was friendship is 50-50. It's a two-way street. It's not just one person putting in all the effort and the other person just going along with everything. It's not you always reaching out, you always making plans, you always checking up on the other person without having that reciprocated back. My life has been full of friendships like that, where I care about my friend way more than they care about me. And that is really hurtful, and it's really damaging. I've had friends that if I stop reaching out to them, we don't talk. Like, we just don't. And that's not what a friendship is. That's not how a friendship should be. It shouldn't always be one person putting in all of the effort and the other person just going along with it. Like, it's been that way for such a long time that when I was on exchange in France last year, I had a group of friends that were really nice, and one of them reached out to me. She was like, hey, we're going on this trip this weekend, you're coming. And I was like, I've never been invited to something like this before. Like, I have never been invited before. It's always me planning, me putting in all the effort, me organizing everything and being like, hey, let's do this. So I was shocked. I literally screenshotted it because I was just so surprised that these girls were talking about a trip and they thought about me and then reached out to me and said, hey, you're coming. That's what a friend should be. That's what friends should do. They should think about you, and they should include you, and they should care about you. Any other friendships are just not worth it. Like, why would you want to be friends with someone that doesn't show that they want to be friends with you, that ignores all your messages, that leaves you unread, that doesn't ever reach out, doesn't ever try to make plans? Why would you want to be friends with someone like that, you know? So that's another thing that I wish that I knew in high school and like my undergrad especially, is it's not worth keeping friends that make you question whether or not they even like you. I had one friend actually recently who, she's more shy, I guess, more just super laid back. Not shy necessarily, but really just laid back. And it was kind of a similar situation where I stopped talking to her and then our conversations just died, basically. But I reached out to her and I expressed how I felt, and she told me that like nothing has changed. She's just been really busy, but she'll try to make an effort. And that's the kind of people you want to keep in your life, not the kind of people that tell you, oh, stop overreacting, oh, it's not that big of a deal. Like, no. You deserve somebody who acknowledges your feelings, reflects on what they could change, and then tells you what they can do to make you feel better and to make the situation better. That's what you deserve, not someone that makes you ashamed of speaking out about how they're making you feel. Like, that's very unhealthy. And the last thing that I just want everyone to think about and everyone to know is that it's really important to put yourself first. I know that's really difficult because it's really hard to think about ourselves sometimes. It's really hard to care about ourselves in the way that we care about the people in our lives, the people that we love, but we need to love ourselves as well. And I feel like a lot of the things that I talked about in this video happen to people who are insecure, to people who don't respect themselves, to people who don't love themselves, because they're more likely to put up with things that they shouldn't put up with. I think it's really important to love yourself, to take care of yourself, and to prioritize yourself, because if not, you're just gonna lose yourself in other people, and then when those people leave your life, you're gonna be lost. You know, they're gonna take you with them, but you're not actually physically with them, and then you're gonna feel like, who am I without these people? So I think it's really important to learn to be by yourself, to learn to be happy with yourself, to learn to love yourself, and then work on building relationships and friendships and things like that, because if not, again, it's going to be really difficult because you don't think of yourself highly enough, you don't want the best for yourself enough, you're willing to sacrifice and settle in things that maybe you shouldn't. I follow an account on Instagram called Myself Love Supply, and yesterday they posted this thing and I was like, wow, like it resonated with me. It says, how you love yourself is how you teach others to love you. Just let that sink in for a second. How you love yourself is how you teach others to love you. So if you don't love yourself, care for yourself, respect yourself, you're gonna attract people that don't love you, care for you, or respect you. So I really think, really truly think that that's something we all should work on. We should all work on loving ourselves, we should all work on our self-confidence, all of that stuff, because it makes life easier to handle, because it will make us better equipped to handle things that can go wrong, things that will upset us, people that will upset us and betray us, and all of that stuff. Self-love is extremely important, and I hope that you're able to find it. I hope that you're able to work on it. I'll link down below a video that I made a week or two ago about things that I do to make me happy in case you're having a low point. It's the holidays, it's winter, you know, people get sad at this time of the year, myself included. It's gloomy outside, it's dark at 4 o'clock, like, it can be hard to stay happy sometimes. And again, I've been doing a lot of reflecting and a lot of talking to my sister because she's been through a lot in her life. She's a lot older than me, so I messaged her every time I'm feeling sad and she gives me advice and all of that stuff. Again, like, I just really wanted to make something like this for the people that it might be able to help. I know this was a different type of video from what I have almost ever made, but I just didn't know what else to do, so I hope that's okay. I really hope that this video was insightful or thought-provoking or anything like that, and I really just hope that you're okay and that you're doing well. We'll get through this together. Just remember, put yourself first, love yourself first, and everything else will fall into place. Tomorrow is Christmas, so I will be uploading a what I got for Christmas video, so it'll be more upbeat and exciting. So stay tuned for that. Subscribe if you're not already. Give this video a thumbs up if you want to, and thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. See you tomorrow. Bye!